My name is Xuanran. This is my portfolio milestone for the Applied Data Science program at Syracuse University. Start with the introduction. The Applied Data Science program at Syracuse University provides students with the required skill in the data science field combined with hands-on projects. This presentation is a demonstration that I, as a student, meet the learning outcome of the program. Those courses are accounting analysis, data analysis, information visualization, and text mining. The Applied Data Science program has 7 learning outcomes that students should be able to do after finishing the program. Know the major practice area of data science, be able to connect and organize the data, identify patterns based on findings from the datasets, develop alternative strategies, know how to implement the business decision from the analysis results, communication skill, and synthesize the ethical dimension of data science, for example, privacy. For the accounting analysis course, I did the instant card market basket analysis. In this project, we want to help instant card uncover trends to improve their product sales. One of the key ideas to implement data science in a business setting is to ask a question that helps business decision. For example, what product get the reorder the most? How many items does a typical customer order at once? What pattern does a customer usually follow when ordering online? Answering those questions will help Instant Cart to better understand their customer and the pattern that they purchase the items. The green plot here shows the most frequently reordered products. This chart shows the top 10 most reordered products. As we can see, milk, water, fresh fruits, and so on all were reordered in about 68% of the order, excluding white wine of those product items that expire faster than other products. So it would make sense that those get reordered the most. Based on the finding here, I would recommend that Instant Cart add an algorithm that shows the top 10 items at the top of the recommended items. The orange plot shows items that are reordered the least amount, and those items can last a long time, so they are not regularly on the grocery list. This is the plot that shows average number of days between reorder for those items. We can see baby accessory and baby food formula and so on. They are reordered in more in a short period of number of days. The blue plot here shows which products are more likely to be in add to cart order from and which departments. We can see that fresh vegetables from the produce department are very popular. We also notice that organic food is also very popular here. In later calculation, we verify that within about 10% of different product names, organic product names were in almost 30% of the total added cart order. We suggest Instant Cart to provide more organic food. In conclusion, based on our findings, we suggest Instant Cart to send out notification to customers if they still have stuff left in their shopping cart. We also suggest that provide more organic food and increase their inventory. Also, build a recommendation system for customers to show the items that they reorder the most. We would also suggest Instant Cart to open more promotion event during the weekend, because what we find is that most of the customers will be reordered during the weekend. This final project has provided a successful application to connect and organize data. The final dataset for this project was obtained through multiple data sources with different information stored in each file. To prepare the dataset ready for further analysis, The dataset has to be organized. One of the important aspects of this final project is to think about the question in a business circumstance. We have answered all our questions by identifying patterns using data visualization technique and implementing the business decision driving from the analysis. In the end, we also provide our suggestion for instant card. We recommend the instant card to implement the recommendation system for customer add to cart order, because the customer are more likely to purchase a group of items together. We also practice our communication skill because our target audience has no background in data science. The next project that I did for the data analytics course is Boston crime data analysis. Due to limited financial and personal resources, police officers cannot patrol every community and street. By analyzing the Boston crime data, we want to help determine which community and areas are in need from the police force with the specific time and the type of crime. This project will be focusing on the following questions: area and type of crime that the Boston Police Department should focus on, factors that contribute to the rate of crime. The following plot is a serious crime, gun-related crime map in Boston in the year 2018. Each color circle represents a serious type of crime. We observe that most of the crime has happened in downtown Boston. For the data mining process, we use the k-means cluster analysis. We first identify the optimized number of k, which is 4 here. We then group offense code and the reporting area. We can see that offense code has been grouped into 4 different reporting areas. The cluster plot is based on the incidents that happened in 2018 and Washington Street in downtown Boston. In the mod evaluation process, police departments want to know more about the probability of correctly predicting a shooting case among actual cases. Recall is the best measure to evaluate the mod accuracy here, and overall naive-based mod has the highest recall, which is 99.49%, showing it's a good mod because it almost won't miss a shooting crime. Therefore, although the overall accuracy for base model is a little bit lower compared with the other two models, we still select a naive base model in this case. However, the position value for base model is pretty low, which indicates that there may be a waste of police resources to investigate that a non-existing shooting crime. In conclusion, certain areas of Boston have specific time related to higher risk of gun-related crime. Therefore, the police department should assign more police officers to patrol at night and in downtown area, and focus more on preventing firearm violation crime, where Commonwealth Avenue can be allocated least manpower. Since shooting case may require more human and financial resources to handle, the accuracy level of prediction is very important. Although we don't want to overlook a shooting case, we also want to allocate the precise resources efficiently. Therefore, in order to increase the precision value, the police department need to consider other factors that may be relevant to shooting problem when they collect the data. Start with collect and clean the data set. In the process, I have gained more experience with how to work with different formats of dataset and how to properly clean the dataset for further analysis. In the process, I convert variable type to its appropriate type for statistical mod. When explore the dataset, we create several plots that shows the area that has most of the crime and what crime are more important than others, using data visualization techniques to identify interesting patterns. There are several mods used in the dataset, but not all mods are perfect. In the process, we developed alternative strategies to analyze the data for the best accuracy. Our target audience is the police office department with no knowledge of data science, so our visualization and interpretation must be clear and easy to understand. We also demonstrate our communication skill with detailed explanation and better data visualization. The next project that I did is YouTube video trend analysis for IST 719 information visualization course. In this final project, we are analyzing data from YouTube. We started with defined questions that aim to help YouTube content creator who can drive their attention to the right place according to our analysis, and the sponsor who would want to identify the influence on YouTube to help them market their product and service. There are several questions that we are interested in. For example, who wants to we want to answer the questions such as how the like and dislike are related to number of reviews. What kind of video generates the most user engagement? Questions like that. The plot here shows the percentage of number of review in terms of different days. We originally thought days with most of the reviews should be at the weekend, but it's not true. Thursday and Friday has most of the reviews based on what we find. We recommend the content creator to upload the video on Thursday and Friday. This plot here shows the number of reviews differ in different hours. The highest number of reviews occurs from 14 p.m. to 70 p.m. We also notice that 4 a.m. here has the largest number of reviews, but we think that is an outlier. This is our final poster for this project. This final project will provide opportunities to identify patterns based on data, communicate, and explain based on data visualization, using data visualization to help make appropriate business decision for the sponsor and the content creator. During the process, I applied different data visualization package in R, as well as editing the R plot generated based on the dataset to a more understandable format using Adobe Illustrator. We also did adjust the color to a proper way for data visualization. At the end of the project, we also demonstrated our poster to the public and explained it in detail. It helps me to develop how to communicate based on what we find and how to make the data visualization to easy to understand. I think data visualization skill is very important for data science, especially for companies that make a business decision based on the data. Visualization can be really helpful for people to understand your idea without your background. The last project that I'm going to cover is the Amazon Unlock Phone review for IST 736 text mining course. The goal of the text mining project is to classify the review with the right rating because the customer rating is not 100% accurate. Sometimes people accidentally left a bad rating with good reviews and a good rating with bad reviews. In this project, I applied several classifications to evaluate the Amazon Unlock Phone review dataset. Customer review are the key for a company to learn and improve their products. Many companies on Amazon.com are using customer review to provide customer service. Here we can see because the data here is skewed with most review being 5-star. When compared in the end, we will need to adjust our conclusion based on this. So further analysis will be comparing with this baseline as a reference. Here we compare the different model performance in terms of accuracy, recall, F1 score, and support. The linear SVC model performs better than multinomial naive-based model in the review dataset. We know linear SVC is more flexible to penalty when dealing with a large number of samples, which it is the case in this dataset. In further error analysis, when predicting a 1-star rating as 5-star rating, the linear SVC model has the least number of errors for this extreme case. Both models can be improved further when dealing with negative reviews. Here we can see both models had problems when dealing with negative reviews. We can see that the linear SVC did better compared with the multinomial naive-based model here, with more case of correct prediction. So our conclusion for this project is, by comparing accuracy, recall, F1 score, and support, the linear SVC model performed better than the multinomial naive-based model in a review datasets. When dealing with the extreme case, for example, predicting 1-star as a 5-star and 5-star as 1-star reviews, the linear SVC model also has a list of errors when compared with the multinomial naive-based model. The last project contributed to several learning outcomes of the applied data science program. In the process, we used the data mining techniques to find the pattern of text data. In error analysis, different strategies were used to improve the model performance. One important aspect of dataset is ethical dimensions that are also considered when collecting user data from Amazon. I have also gained more experience when dealing with the text data set. We know text data are a little bit different to process, and it may require additional skill for data science. In this final project, I have experience with organizing and analyzing large collection of text, which allow predictive analysis for the text data set. I have also considered ethical dimension of data science since the customer review are related to user privacy, and those data can be used to analyze, for example, user behavior. In conclusion and self-reflecting, this portfolio has demonstrated that required implementation of the applied data science learning object and the relative area in the dataset field. It is also a reflection of what I have learned in the past 1.5 years. The applied data science program has provided me with the opportunity to acquire the following key skill in data science: define questions and goals for based on data. Know how to prepare the dataset for further statistical analysis, data exploration, model selection, model evaluation, and result demonstration. And this is the end for my portfolio milestone. Thanks so much for listening.